USA Today.
What, on the news thing? Oh, I always click on
USA
them.
Today did a top 10 games list?
Yeah, and
of the year?
Time did as well.
What the fuck do Time? I don't know. I don't know who y'all got on staff. I might have something.
I feel like Time actually has a good list, probably. We want to go through that and see if what our thoughts are.
Yeah.
So I'll start at 10 and work our way up to number 1.
Wait,
what
hold on.
Time
I'm
thinks.
trying to look it up.
I can just read it out loud for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
This is the 10
best. This is the best games of 2020 according to Time Magazine, which is now an online thing.
where we all go for our gaming information.
It's the only place you go. So at number 10, they got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. I could agree with that. I didn't get to play it, but like it's a cool Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Oh, I played some of it.
Yeah. I think it's cool that they brought it back, and it's a neat thing.
It's actually, it looks fucking dope too.
Yeah, I was more of a Tony Hawk Underground kid. Like, I liked that one a lot because it had like some weird story in it.
I started at the 1, 2, and 3. I think after 3, I kind of fell off.
Yeah. Underground was weird, man. There was like this whole like prison story with like your friend, and you're like in the streets in the beginning, and then you have to work your way up to be a professional skater.
They went there,
and then you guys are like enemies and shit, and like it's some dark shit, but like good at the same time. They put Fall Guys at number 9. I mean, I feel like that should be a little bit higher. Just because of like the impact that game had for like party games this year.
Depends on what the rest of the list looks like.
Well, number 8 is Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I feel like it should be a little bit higher.
Yeah, then okay, never mind.
Yeah, so you have Flight Simulator at 8.
Time can't get it all right.
Warzone's at 7. I'd probably put that higher, even though I don't like it. Like,
you can't deny it though.
Yeah, I can't deny if there was an anti-cheat software and the glitches weren't a thing. That'd be like my number 3 game this year, like of multiplayer games. That is
for what?
What
for Warzone?
Warzone, yeah.
I can't believe that they have anti-cheat software for both. For both Fortnite and
Apex.
Well, not just Apex. Valorant.
Yeah,
because I would expect it. Well, I just wasn't.
Yeah.
Like expecting it. I was like being a clone. How we talked about it, and like I was like, oh, they're probably just gonna forget that little aspect of CS:GO where like they really didn't like they had it. So I was like, oh, I'm surprised.
I literally we'll talk about this later in the podcast, but I started playing Fortnite on PC, and when I went to launch it for the first time from the launcher, it was like some anti-cheat software. It's like, do you want to run it? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So I was at least glad to know that when I got my ass kicked, it was from people who were actually talented and not cheating.
Yeah.
Or just hadn't been caught yet. But after Warzone, we got Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Okay.
That's weird that that's above Warzone to me, with how like niche of a fan base that game has.
But see, now this is where we get into like technical shit about these lists. Is this the 10 most popular games, or is it 10 most successful games? Because 10 best games, I'm like, what does that mean? What are we basing this on? Like, and that's not a question, obviously, for you. It's for Time. Like, what do you?
So this is what it says. Here are Time's best video games of 2020, according to our group of resident gamers. So not only is it just like very shitty of a list.
So it's just a bunch of staffers.
It's just a bunch of like Zoomers that they hired so that they don't sound like
in the mailroom. Like, yo, you play games? What'd you play this year, mail guy?
Yeah, he plays games. That's what he's doing in the mailroom. Because he's getting mail this year. USPS is slacking, so he's down there playing Ori. You know?
True. He was walking back with your coffee while playing Among Us on his phone.
So above Ori, they got Animal Crossing at number 5. Okay. I can get behind that as 5. Mm-hmm. Among Us is above Animal Crossing.
That makes sense, though.
Which makes sense, yeah.
Makes sense. Number 3 is Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, it should be in the top 3.
Yeah, it should be top 3.
Spider-Man Miles Morales, number 2. Hell yeah, holding it down.
That should be number 5.
Interesting.
To me.
Number 1, Ant's going to have a half chub. It's Hades. Is their number 1 of 2020.
This is my day.
Nice.
But yes,
for you audio amigos, Ant just shoved his fist in the air so high.
That should be.
That's good though, yeah.
You know what? All jokes aside, I probably wouldn't have put Hades at 1, but I think it should be top 5.
I feel like Miles Morales and Last of Us 2 were like battling it out right now for the number one spot. But yeah, I mean that's an interesting list to say the least. Is it good? Not in the least bit. But that's why Time isn't a magazine that much anymore.
It's a good. The games are there. I just think it needs to be reorganized.
If you analyze some of the games and like maybe look back at like what type of people they have asked or their resident gamers maybe, then you can kind of tell like from like history perspective, like where they started gaming and how it affects their choice on the current games. Like you have Hades is a very, like for me at least, is very 80s new gameplay style type of game. Visuals are there. You have the 8-bit still going, the 16 or 64-bit still going on. It's very like button masher, like the old like Streets of Rage and stuff like that, where like you still have that type of player nowadays.
It definitely has a retro feel to it, but there's a lot of newness in it that the retro games didn't have. I think it's like a clashing of worlds, like of new and old.
Yeah, I feel like it's a nice mix though.
Yeah, it works.
Like they really mix it very well to be able to do it. I actually found one here. They had best 10 RPG games and best 10 games for Nintendo Switch 2020.
Whose list is it? Rolling Stone.
The Nintendo Switch comes from Game Rant, and the best 10 RPGs comes from The Gamer. So,
one thing that was pretty slick, our boy Jeff Knightley, tweeted something about the Game Awards.
Did he?
Jeff Knightley.
What did he say?
I keep reading it Knightley, but it's an E. I'm bad.
And every time you do it, I'm always like, who is that? Like, I'm always thinking it's a different guy.
Kira Knightley tweeted.
Jeff Kira Knightley.
It's the same joke we made last time, too. I'm bad.
Oh, God.
We get it. Oh, fuck.
Jeff Keighley said.
Jeff Keighley, he tweeted about the Game Awards that pretty much they're going to have 5 world premieres in the pre-show.
Oh, yeah.
Of the Game Awards.
They
plus a musical performance, too.
What time is the pre-show?
The pre-show starts at 6:30. It says. It says it begins at 6:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it starts before that.
They had it at 6.
We're starting at 6 on our Twitch.
Right.
Save the letter B, the number 4 quitting.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you for the segue. Boom.
But if that was animated, it's Nico gifting Chris an actual like segue that you ride on.
Hell yeah. See my segue.
That was pretty cool though. That video you made.
Then it's just a cut to you in the streets, like having fun riding this Segway.
Hell yeah. In the streets with my Segway.
Holding it down.
Oh, God.
Level up, gamers. Welcome to another episode of Save Before Quitting. Thank you for joining us. Obviously, first and foremost, if you want to contact us, we are Save Before Quitting, all the way spelled out, at gmail.com. If you want to send us an email, which you should be sending us emails. Don't make me ask you again. I'm going to be asking you again.
Every episode.
Every single time you listen. Save letter B number 4 quitting on Instagram and Twitter. You want to hit us up there. Hit us with some follows and likes and all of that good stuff.
And Twitch.
And Twitch. Save letter B number 4 quitting. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Can't forget Twitch, because y'all will be needing to hit us up on Twitch, because we will be live streaming the Game Awards. My brain just shut down for a second.
We'll be doing something live. I don't know what it is. Right. We'll be living live.
What show is this? We'll be live streaming the Game Awards Thursday, December 10th. And if you'd like to join us, which you should be, if you want to watch the Game Awards or support us, you should be joining us, because we will make it a very, very entertaining time for you.
Yeah.
Plus, we all get to react at the same time. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
Also, Save Before Quitting. Is it all the way spelled out on YouTube?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like you just look up Save Before Quitting podcast and find it on YouTube.
Do what Chris just said.
Yeah.
YouTube. Some fun stuff on there.
With YouTube. You apparently have to have like a certain amount of subscribers before you can like do like youtube.com/your URL, like Save Before Quitting spelled out. So it's literally just like XJ capital T, like
some weird
numbers
thing,
and bullshit.
So help us out.
Yeah, you
Go
gotta
ahead.
follow us so we can have an identity
subscribe
on there.
so we can get something.
Also follow us on YouTube because we just posted a new series that we're going to start up. It will get a little bit better and a little bit different with time. This was just like a little quick like test to see what y'all think about it. It's Say Before Quitting demos. It's like a little meme on games, you know. It's gonna be like little clips that we thought were funny from previous episodes that we like throw a little animation together of it, like little memes and stuff here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys have any suggestions for clips that you thought were funny that you want to see in that type of form where we like animate it and toss it out on like every other week or something, let us know in the email. Go on YouTube and comment on our YouTube videos at like, say you want episode 3 at this timestamp. Just comment and be like, yo, animate this, and we'll take that into account and we'll give you a shout out for it or giving us the suggestion.
Yeah, man. A lot of good stuff happening.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm forgetting something. Also, on Apple Podcasts, make sure you rate us. 5 stars is the only acceptable rating. And comment.
That's the only button you can press. Is
Right.
5. Like it's this weird glitch, but like it makes sense though.
Right. If you don't do it, they immediately unsubscribe you from us and say you're not worthy of following.
Exactly.
Say Before Quit. It's a whole thing, and you don't want to go through it. So you might as well just give us 5 stars.
They get your social from
Right.
it. Like you just got to give the 5 stars, or else they steal that from you.
Yeah, it's in the whole
Terms of
agree
service.
terms of service. When you didn't read it, so you wouldn't know. But I'm telling you now, spoiler alert, don't do it. So 5 stars, yeah. And what SoundCloud, comment, like us on SoundCloud, and just subscribe everywhere, man. We appreciate everybody who's done it up to this point so far.
Yeah, man. It's been
love.
a hell of a ride.
Yeah,
Next week we'll get into double digits.
Yeah.
it's a big deal. 10. We're 10 weeks
It'll
old.
be the post hungover Game Awards.
That should be
man.
you're gonna want to see that one.
Yeah, we're all just like, we want to die.
We will.
I'm still crossing my fingers that Keanu Reeves does show up.
I actually have. So I ordered from this T-shirt brand. I told you guys about it last time. It's called Rucking Fountain.
Yes.
And they mainly focus in like horror movies and stuff. My buddies over at Haptic told me about it a while ago, and it looks like just like old like Japanese movie posters kind of.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
It's really cool. But they did one for The Matrix, and I was like, well, I need to. So I've been waiting for it to come, and apparently it's gonna show up on Tuesday to my house. And I have both sweatpants that are like The Matrix with like some green like neon text on like black sweatpants, and like a long sleeve shirt that's all Matrix. I will be wearing that full ensemble to summon Keanu at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
While also simultaneously shilling Cyberpunk 2077.
Keanu's gonna jump into our Twitch chat.
Yeah. Right.
Like, I see you, Chris.
He
Thank
better,
you.
man.
You're outstanding. He's gonna sign out
Yeah,
immediately.
I'm
Yeah.
breathtaking. I'm
That's
wearing
it.
Keanu. But yeah, that'll be interesting. I'll look like a walking billboard, as my buddy Brett said. But it's fine. I'm all for it. I love Keanu.
Yeah.
But yeah,
of course.
man.
Keanu deserves it.
He actually came. What is it? He came forth like 2 days ago, I think it was. He had like a little interview and like they were talking about like how it was gonna work out with the next Matrix.
Oh, really?
So yeah, he was actually having like a little bit of a conversation on how like Neo is coming back and like kind of like the workarounds of the whole story.
All right.
Like apparently, I guess there was certain plot holes or plot points that didn't get resolved in the last movie. Which,
Kinda.
if you really did see the movie,
Oh, yeah.
you would understand that there was like even one huge plot hole that just wasn't answered throughout at all. But he didn't quite give us the answer because
Oh,
I guess
good.
they're recording that answer for the following movie.
yeah.
So it's
Well-
gonna be pretty fun to watch that movie
Yeah, I'm looking
again.
forward to Matrix 4.
With that movie, you see what was happening with that, with all the WB movies that are coming out next year?
Yeah.
Oh
The
yeah,
HBO Max thing?
HBO Max
Yeah,
bought 'em.
they're
That's
going to
crazy.
theater and then also HBO Max the day of.
Yeah.
So it's like you can go to the theater and see the movie the day that it comes out, or you could just be like, oh yeah, I have HBO Max, and
You
then
can just
watch
watch
the
it.
movie.
Yeah.
That's a wild. That's a huge ace in the hole for HBO Max.
Yeah.
It's
I
also
feel-
like the death of movie theaters.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
for
waiting,
sure.
I'm waiting to see if Universal Studios is doing the same thing. Cause like, what was it? Earlier this year, I think around like maybe March or February, they had a fallout with Regal Cinemas, where like,
I mean, Regal sucks. That's
yeah,
why.
where like they had an issue with Trolls when that got released.
I thought that was AMC. It could be both.
I don't remember if it was AMC or Regal, but I know it was
Either way,
it was
I get
one of the
what you're
two.
talking
But
about. Yeah. It was about Trolls.
Universal Studios was like pissed off because AMC was demanding them to hold back the movie to get it released in the movie theaters after the whole Corona thing was done, and Universal Studios like refused because it's their product. They were going to release it however, and they released it on demand. And the reason being is because they understood that the movie was going to help out a lot of parents that's going to have now kids at home. They were looking forward to have this movie already, and a lot of pre-tickets were bought. So they ended up doing that. Universal Studios just cut the contract with them. So they were no longer showing, well, not Universal Studios cut the contract, but the movie theater did.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's going to be a huge hit because Universal Studios, even though it's not a huge release of movies every year, but when they do, they have.
Yeah,
like
that movie was good.
So,
like being an animator, I watch all of those animated movies just no matter what. Like I want to go see the one that just came out, The Croods. The sequel that came out after like that should have been out like 3 years ago.
When was that movie out? 11?
Early 2010s, like way long ago, I think. But like, I'm still gonna go see it. Like I was talking to my buddy who I went to school with. He's over in Saudi Arabia. And, like we were on Snapchat together, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to see The Croods right now." Blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Man, I really wish I could."
Yeah.
Because the way the U.S. is, it sucks
shit.
ass. And he's just like, "Yeah, I'm going to the theater, no big deal." Like,
Yeah, I think
like it's nothing.
fuck, man, I gotta go to Saudi.
Right.
I think
Like,
right now
we gotta go.
Yeah, I think there's
Road
like,
trip.
Other than that, and more like gaming
Happy
news
notes.
and like happy stuff. What games have y'all been playing this week? The reoccurring segment where we say we're busy, but we might have gotten a game or two in.
We're so busy talking and recording our video games that we're not even playing them.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been playing much. I think the last thing I played was I tried my hand at Apex again. I played one game on Apex. But this time I tried it in a PC.
Okay.
So I noticed that I wasn't too good when it came to remote, but I'm no better with the keyboard. So I think I'm going back to the PS4.
I found that I am still bad.
You get aim assist on PS4, so you got to be better.
Yeah. So, but other than that, I played a few games and I've just been super busy with finals coming up. In 2 weeks, I'll be able to just get wrecked playing video games.
All right.
So
Number one on the
list
list is Last of Us 2.
Oh,
everything else after.
The list for me, which I'm probably gonna be streaming it, and as long as we can get a capture card, it's probably gonna be finishing The Last of Us, starting out at the very beginning of Abby's story because that's where I'm still am, and then I'm gonna jump into Ghost of Tsushima, playing all of that. Maybe Ant wants to join me and play that game together because you also haven't done that, and then on top of that, I think right after that it's gonna be probably jumping back on Sekiro to see if I can finish the full game. Because I want a challenging game before the end of the year. So
I feel that.
So
I feel that, yeah.
Word.
Dope.
But yeah, I think that's it.
What have I been playing? Oh, I put Last of Us back in.
Nice.
I was playing that. Well, this is going to segue into Chris, but after after I was a cool kid and started up the dreaded Fortnite.
Oh, no.
Quote unquote dreaded.
Okay.
No offense to anyone who plays
this
Fortnite.
Is very shocking.
Yes, we man, there is some shit to talk about this week.
Oh yeah.
In regards to those Fortnite comments.
We're all gonna have to have those side comments.
Listen. We talked a lot of trash about Fortnite last week. Like a lot. And then immediately after, a day or 2, 3 after, they dropped all this news and this huge event, which I'm sure everybody saw. Yeah, because even if you don't play Fortnite, you knew about this shit happened.
I watched it and it was dope. Like I watched it live and I was like, "This is awesome. This is so cool." Nolan North voiced Iron Man in it, which was dope.
Oh,
and then the trailer came out and Troy Baker voiced the Jonesy character. I'm like, "Okay, cool. We're just getting all the voice actors that are great. Cool."
It's ridiculous. Like, so, and Chris will elaborate more when he gets to his games he's played. But all that being said, Fortnite is magically on my PS5 now, and somehow someone downloaded it to it. I don't know who. And I started up, and I'm terrible.
Oh yeah.
I started off like I'm really feeling myself because I dropped out of the the battle bus.
Yeah.
Got down immediately off the bat. killed 3 people. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, I'm a Fortnite guy. I'm winning.
Hell yeah.
And then got killed immediately. So I was like, oh, I'm in 33rd place. So,
Yeah.
but I felt good. I was staying alive. I don't know how to do any of the building shit. I just want to play this as a shooter. I don't want to build the things. I just want to run around. But those builders are the ones that
make
killing
Oh,
shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I ran up to this guy and he started doing the building thing. You Zoomers can correct me on it. Start building
Cranking
some shit.
90s, bro.
Yeah.
That.
Whatever that is.
That.
Cranking 90s is where you do the ramp and then you do 2 walls on the left and the right of it, and you just keep going all the way straight up. So you're just cranking 90 degrees constantly and just gaining height over your opponent.
Back in my day, we played Mega Man and there was no 90s to crank. Anyway, so.
You shoot up and you shoot to the right. It's 90 degrees, man.
Listen. Degrees. I just wanted to shoot people. They started cranking 90s, and I immediately was out of my league.
I'm just gonna call that metal slugging it.
Dude, there's some good people who play that game.
So
I can't even.
I
be
played
mad.
3 rounds of it, and you were doing your schoolwork, and you were dead to the world, and I knew you would be by the time I was able to play.
Yeah.
So you were gone. So after 3 rounds, I was like, and I'm going through the menus and trying to figure it out. I was like, I'm playing Last of Us. I shut that off. Put Last of Us back
Good choice.
in.
Good choice there.
And now I'm making my way to the end of that game.
All right.
And
nice.
I'm pretty much. If I'm gauging it correctly, I'm pretty much there. I know people's criticism of that game before was like, there's a million places where you feel like that game is ending.
Yeah,
and it doesn't.
I have to replay that game. It's
so
been so long.
I'm 31 2 hours in. So it's to the point now where it's like, all right, this isn't the end. Then I don't know what
else
going
is going to happen.
Right. But anyway, Chris, what have you been playing?
Yeah, so I downloaded Fortnite to my PC.
Oh no.
Yeah, I streamed it. I streamed it too on Twitch. Funnily enough, nobody watched because
Dude's a piece of shit. All that shit he talked.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to remember. What exactly did you say on last episode? It was hilarious.
I don't even remember that.
It was gonna be like suicide.
Yeah, live suicide on Twitch.
Yeah.
When he started playing Fortnite.
But no, like I downloaded it and I played it keyboard and mouse for the first time because I used to play Fortnite. Like legitimately, like when it first came out, and probably up until halfway through season 1, I guess. And I would get the battle pass and I would work my way up and I would play a decent bit. I wasn't good at building. I was not good.
Mm-hmm.
But I use there's a different control scheme that you can use in controller called Builder Pro, which you would probably want to build if you use that one. So you pretty much just hit circle on your controller and it opens up your crafting menu and then your bumpers become the parts. So it's instead of having to L1 and R1 through which parts you want, you can just hit circle real quick and then be okay, ramp, and just hold down L2 and keep going up. And then you can switch to a wall if you want to block yourself in with R2, and it's a lot easier.
So is that like a toggle where you turn it on and off?
Yeah, so you just toggle it with circle back and forth, and then you go to your weapons. And
my brain didn't want to do double duty. I was just like, what?
I 100% agree with that. It's one of those games where I remember when I first played it, I actually played it, I think, with the guys over at Haptic back when it first came out. And, I told them I was playing it, and they were very judgmental, to say the least. I was called many a name. But I was like, no, I want to play Mandalorian. I want to play as Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
There's no game right now where I can go and play as this character that I love from this TV show. Meanwhile, then Brett sends me a screen grab of the Bounty Hunters video game from PS2, where you play as Jango Fett. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. But also,
not the Mandalorian.
Yeah, it's not the Mandalorian. I want to play Mandalorian.
So fast forward, I broke out my PS2.
Well, apparently you can get it on PS4.
Yeah.
Oh,
apparently you can. I don't know. I'll check into it later. But I was like, no, fuck it, I want to play. And I log on, and ironically, I still have V-Bucks. So I have currency still. And I'm like, shit. And I got the battle pass for free.
Oh.
Well, not for free technically, but
way less than
what? Yeah,
I didn't have to spend any money on the spot.
It was already on there.
Yeah, and so I'm playing on keyboard, and it's not a good time, man. Building is so fucking hard. I did not understand it, and then I hop back on later in the day, and I plugged in my PS4 controller to my PC, and I was playing with the Builder Pro controls, dude. Mm-hmm. Dude, let me tell you, I was playing really well. I was telling Nico before you got here, I got into a game, I drop in, I get like some really good guns. I got like 4 or 5 kills. I'm like, dude, I'm feeling myself.
It does that. It makes you feel yourself immediately. I'm like,
I was like building well too. Like I was like getting height on people. Like I dropped down from one of the things I was building and went behind this guy, and like he's this like maximum height, and I'm like on like a building that's actually like a building in the game, and I got behind him and I just go ping ping, 2 headshots and he's dead. He was facing the direction that I used to be, like looking for me, and he didn't know I like whoop-de-whopped him. I was like, bitch, get fucking wrecked.
Nice.
I just flanked your ass. So then I'm like, I'm feeling myself. And I get to like the middle section where like there's like all this open space, like where like that rift thing is from the event. And like I kill another guy and I'm like, cool. I got like 7 kills right now. I'm feeling good. And I get that 7th kill. And then I just see this guy shoot at me with a sniper, and it like misses me by an inch. So I start building like frantically because I'm like, oh shit!
Right, he's coming to get me.
And I'm like, so I build, and I'm like in my little box, and I set up a ramp so I can like peek and see where he is. And all I see is this man just building like a pro, like up 3 ramps, full wall, up 2 ramps, full wall, platform.
See, I saw that too, and I was like, no.
And he just comes at me, and I'm like, oh.
it's like a truck headed toward you at full speed.
And I didn't know what to do. I froze up and I was like, so I just dropped down from my shit. I'm like, maybe if I shoot him out, like I shoot him, because if you shoot the thing that's connected to the ground, the whole entire structure falls. Okay. And like from like where you shot it down, it starts like slowly falling until it gets to the top, and then it drops the person. So I shoot that out. And by the time I'm done shooting it out, stuff starts breaking, and this dude jumps down from his own structure, lands on me, and shotgun one-shots me in the head. And I'm like, okay.
Yikes.
So I wasn't meant to be here. I placed in 9th place.
I wasn't meant to be here.
Yeah, I was not. I was like, I accept it. I was not meant to be here. It's okay. So like, let me spectate this guy. So then he starts emoting on me, on my dead body.
Don't you hate those?
Well, it was even worse because there's this one emote where you like belly laugh, your character belly laughs, and it plays like a donkey laughing sound. And I was like, that's fucked up. And then there's sprays, and he sprays on the ground, and it's a dumpster with a fire coming out of it on my dead carcass. And I'm like, oh, you're that player.
Right.
Cool. Thanks, buddy. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll watch this guy. And there's like 7 people left in the game. He kills every single one.
You picked the right guy.
So here's the thing. While I placed 9th place and I died, I lost to the winner of that game.
Yeah.
So I don't feel as bad. Right. I'm not like, shit, I could have done better. Like, no, that guy was meant to win that. He was born and meant to win that specific game. That was his calling in life.
And before that guy was Ninja.
No way.
And listen. Out the gate, like Chris said, it makes you feel like you're the man. I was in there going, oh, wait, I'm the shit at Fortnite.
Yeah.
And then I just got killed and I'm like, man, these dude was probably like 14 years old.
Yeah, right.
Well, what we should do is we should play the Rumble mode, though, like all 3 of us. Because literally all it is there's, instead of like 100 people Battle Royale, it's 50 and 50 with 2 teams, and you just drop, you get your guns, and then you just all meet in the center circle and fight until one team gets 100 kills, and you just keep respawning.
All right, yeah, that sounds
cool.
Like, that sounds like more to shit into.
You just like learn how to play, you learn how to build a little bit if you want to get into that, and like you just keep your guns too, so it doesn't like drop every single time. Right. So it's a little bit more like kosher for like if you're just getting into it. Like you're not just dropping in like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go win this Battle Royale. You're not.
There's no way.
Like,
I'm not. Yeah. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I actually felt quite intimidated when I opened it up too. Like
should.
when I opened it up, I was like, I was feeling the same.
It's the biggest game in the world.
Well, it was the same. It was the same feeling as I got with Apex. Like I was just sitting there, and I looked at the menu layout, and like I was just sitting there. I was like,
what do I do?
What do I do? And then not only that, like I popped in on the PvE one, I think it was.
Yeah, the Rumble mode.
Yeah, and I just kind of like jumped in for like 2 seconds, and I looked at the map, and I was like, this looks cool, like the graphics, all that stuff. And then like I get murdered immediately because I wasn't even paying attention to any of the gameplay. But I was like, okay, I'm done for today.
Yeah.
So I just like clicked out of it. I was like, I'll play when the guys are playing, but I felt intimidated quite a bit. Like,
all right, now me being just a fresh rookie in Fortnite, do I have to buy everybody else or any other look? Like it's just, it starts off and you're just that chick. I'm like, do I have to stay here? I mean,
you can. So pretty much the way it works is it's all cosmetic shit you can buy. So like with the Mandalorian, like they have the battle pass. It's like I think it's 900 V-Bucks, which is like roughly $9. And there's 100 levels in it, and like if you get the first level, it's Mando. So you get Mando straight off the start, and that's your skin. Or you could spend money on other skins. Like, ironically, my game crashed when I started playing on stream, and I was like, what the fuck? And I relaunched it. It was because they put out a patch, which is another thing that I'm interested to talk about, in which it's the Joker. And
I saw that.
They just put the Joker skin out with Harley Quinn. And I was like, this is such an interesting thing to me, because like it's already been a thing. Because they had a Batman skin back at like, I think 2 seasons ago or something. But like, literally this is one of the only games where you could go in, and if like you've been there from the start, you could be playing as the Mandalorian, a Stormtrooper, Venom, Wolverine, Captain America, or DC characters. Like, you have all of this, like, while this is all like Disney on one hand, you have DC characters meshing with Disney characters now.
What do we want to mention? One of the other big ones that they just added.
PlayStation exclusive, fucking Kratos.
Yeah.
Wild.
Which is what I'm excited for. I want to play
Well, you have to
as
spend
Kratos.
money on it.
That's fine.
$18.
I'm willing to do it just for Kratos.
Okay.
I see. Yeah. And me, I'm like, I get the pull of this game. That's what I was saying to you in the chat yesterday. I was like, because I'm playing it, I was like, oh, this is one of those, like, because every time I died, I was like, no, fuck that. And I'm going to go back in. Yeah. But not what stopped me, but I kept trying to like switch my look. I was like, I guess I have to either earn it or something. Yeah. Or do I have to just be this chick every time?
You have to either earn it or buy it. That's
because I'm going through the menus, and there's so many menus. For somebody who's not ingrained in the Fortnite culture, I'm just like, it's overwhelming kind of. It's like, all right, I don't know all these screens and menus. I'm like, where the fuck? What am I doing?
That's what I got lost in, because I was just sitting there, and all of a sudden I lost the startup game menu, and I was like, where am I now? And I was like in Battle Pass looking at skins, and I was like, what is all this?
And it is so, hats off to the developer to Epic, how they developed all the menus. Oh, yeah. Everything leads you to Battle Pass. Yep. Because I go to one screen, like, I'm going to look over here, and it's like, Battle Pass?
Battle
like,
Pass, yep.
No, I'm going to go over here, look at this.
Once you buy it, though, then you're good.
I know. You click something, it's like, you said you wanted Battle Pass? Like, I didn't say anything about Battle Pass.
You ever get it when you were like clicking through the skins, like just to look at like the full detailed like look of the skin, and it would just pop up?
Yeah.
Every single time. And I was like, oh my god.
I'm going to the screen, it has like all your stuff, like your different like
your looks,
gliders and looks and everything, your backpack and your gun. So I'm going to that, and it really makes you feel like shit if you don't have the Battle Pass.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it just says you have none of anything. I was like, you just have to be this template character.
Yep.
I was like, oh, this is very well designed for somebody who's a gamer. A kid, it's designed well for whatever type of gamer you are.
Yeah.
Because I immediately want to be like, where's my fucking wallet? Fuck these 14-year-olds. I'm about to wreck shit. But I was like, I'm going to play Last of Us. But the guys come on.
But also the cool thing about it is like Chris just said, it's cosmetic. So there's nothing that you can buy in that game that will make you better at the game. No, for sure. But that's another reason. That's why you want to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because then if you complain about it, you really can't, because they can be like, well, this is all cosmetic. You don't have to do any of this shit.
Yeah. And then of course, the anti-cheat software that Chris mentioned to us. That's something that was striking to know that even Fortnite had. Like Chris had the whole Knip shit when Call of Duty doesn't have that. Anti-cheat code set up.
That's the issue with me. Is like I can't be mad in Fortnite if I get killed by someone who seems like they're cheating, because if they are cheating, then it'll be handled by the anti-cheat software. If they aren't cheating, they're just really good, and I can't be mad at that. Like, there's no reason for me to be mad. But over in the Call of Duty side, it's like I don't know, and I can't tell unless I watch that person. And when I watch them, it's like, oh yeah, they're cheating. What can I do? Oh, report them, and nothing happens, and then they can just get another free account. Like, it's the same thing with Fortnite. You can get another free account because it's free.
Well, I want to add more fire to your anger about Call of Duty.
Yeah,
that's a little segue. Have you guys heard?
Wait. Let's not segue off Fortnite yet.
Oh no, absolutely
because. All right, the rumors of the characters coming, and this is where Nico's time to shine.
Oh my god! Okay, yeah.
The rumors is that we're getting. Well, the rumor is that it's going to happen at the Game Awards.
Yep.
That's not confirmed though. So if it doesn't happen,
I mean, it kind of has to.
I feel like Kratos was leaked,
and they were just like,
"Fuck
shit, we gotta put it out," just so like, they know. Like, we might as well just put it out now.
But the rumors is that we're getting Master Chief from Halo, obviously, and Samus from Metroid. Now, that's huge because now Nintendo's in it.
Yep.
And Xbox.
Yep.
So all 3 systems have a character in this game that already have other properties from other huge companies in this game. Now, the reason I said this is Nico's time to shine is because we were all in the chat talking about who could get leaked. And Nico's first thing was Samus, and I immediately shut him down. No, he said Nintendo characters. I was like, well, they're not going to do that because they don't want any of their characters.
Well, that was actually on the episode. We talked about it on the episode. Because like we mentioned about like how Nintendo wouldn't want characters having guns.
Having guns or getting shot.
Right, and then I mentioned, oh, well, they have Snake. And you were like, well, that's actually Sony or whatever. You know, like
That's Konami.
It's Konami. And I was just sitting there and I was like, yeah, but there's other characters who have had guns. And then we went on a chat after the episode and we were talking about like, who could they add? So we had Fox McCloud and Falco and Wolf because they technically have guns.
See, and I didn't think of Samus. When I hear Nintendo characters, I immediately think, oh, Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, like Kirby.
And the thing is
just
like
Mario with a Glock.
Yeah, I just wanted Mario with a huge shotgun.
It's like me. Well, looking back at like games like Super Smash Brothers, I always think of every character being able to do so because Smash added like the item mechanics.
Right.
You had the super gun from back in the NES game where you had like the super gun controller.
Yeah.
And then
Super Scope.
The Super Scope. And that was used in the game itself as a gun. And anybody can use it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that would be so cool because Chris was mentioning how there's character-specific weapons in the game already for Fortnite, like Wolverine having his claws and like Iron Man having his phasers and all that stuff. And it's dope because you can have like Samus having his like her giant ass cannon, and then you have characters like Luigi who you would expect to have like a freaking vacuum cleaner from Ghost Mansion.
And that's what my original thought was, because even though you can give the Nintendo characters Nintendo gun like the Super Scope,
right,
they're still not going to want Mario getting shot up with a pistol or something like that. So I was like, that's not going to work. But then when you said Samus, I was like, I guess Samus would work. But I was like, I still don't see Nintendo doing that. And then what was it, a day later?
Yep.
They were like leaked, like Samus might be coming to. I was like, this motherfucker.
Yep. Like it's just like just looking at how it goes and like how all these companies are teaming up to create great games. Like Smash Brothers, huge freaking fighting game. The moment that they started adding like Banjo-Kazooie from Microsoft and freaking adding other games from like PlayStation, adding more of their characters in there, like Final Fantasy with Square Enix. Mm-hmm. It's like these 3 giants, if they were to put their mind together with one same goal, they can do outrageous things. So it just takes a company like the company from Fortnite to be like, hey, do any of the 3 of you guys want to use my platform to create your content?
Shout out to Epic, man.
And
Epic,
they can do it
definitely
so well.
is going to be like, hey, we're here, we're swinging it, we have these 3 giants with us.
You're going to see like unfathomable screenshots. Like somebody already on Twitter, I sent it to y'all, they were playing as Kratos in Fortnite on a Nintendo
Switch.
And then the caption was, "This feels illegal."
Yep.
Yeah.
Because now if you add Samus, so you're going to be playing with Samus on a PlayStation on Fortnite.
Right. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be so cool to see that, like that mixture of all of the things happening. That's why I said that early on, like I was mentioning to you guys before we even started the podcast recording, I was like, I think system wars are like the system war thing. It's still there somewhat, but
the
it's
system
like,
wars only live with the gamers. Like they're the ones trying to keep that shit alive.
It's like I think amongst the creators themselves, it's done.
Yeah,
like their thing is just content. We want to give you guys more stuff to do.
They were giving props to each other when the new systems dropped, because PlayStation had a whole thing saying congratulations Xbox,
and then they did the same thing.
Then Sony did,
So it's like console wars are done. Like in my mind, I don't see kind of like a animosity among these 3 giants, because they're now working with the same goal in mind: is create content, create great games, push the envelope, and give every one of us pretty much a chance to just explore what can we do with it. The possibilities. Yeah. That's it.
And now you go on Twitter, and you see these idiots like, oh, fuck Xbox and fuck PlayStation. It's almost like, what? But like, then just don't buy it.
Don't buy it. Yeah. And then the thing is like even the giants themselves are like, well, screw those people, because they can say screw Xbox, screw PlayStation, and they have their own little niche. But at the same time, it's like the rest of us. You could be playing Apex on Xbox. Mm-hmm. Chris could be playing Apex on PS5, and I'm playing on PC. We have 3 completely different consoles but we're all playing the same game.
Yeah.
And they're making it possible so that way there's no such thing as screw Xbox, you know? You can't say that because we're all playing the same game at the same time.
Your Xbox over there.
Right. So
You're
it's
not
like
allowed to play in my
it
party.
makes no sense to have to say that anymore. Yeah. So, but yeah, that I was super happy when that happened because I was feeling it. Dude. I was like, this is a thing, and I know Nintendo's gonna do it, and this is the only character that they could technically throw at him to make it happen.
It's gonna be smart too. It's gonna be the same thing with Mandalorian. Like he has a quest that you get when you like buy him, where like you can like level up his armor for different styles. Because like in the show, he gets the Beskar armor that's like the shiny, as opposed to like him looking like a scrapper. Like with Samus, they could do that where it's like you just get Samus in her like Zero suit, and like as you level her up with that skin, you get more armor pieces to put on, and then you get different colors for that. And it's just I don't know if it's with Kratos because I haven't bought
with
that
Kratos,
pack
I
yet.
think the weapons change.
Okay, and you have to like earn that through challenges.
Earn them as you go.
And the same thing with Master Chief. You can have Master Chief in green, and then you can also do red and blue, from like that like whole series.
And I'm actually waiting to see like how far they can push it. Like with Kratos so far, they only have the axe and the shield. I was like, I can 100% see them doing the blades, and I was like, that's going to be outrageous.
You guys do the blades.
No, there's a gladiator character that's in the battle pass that's like one of the Fortnite characters in their story, and he's got 2 glaives on chains. And when I saw that, I was like,
that's it. That's the chaos blades.
The chaos blades. But they're probably just testing it out. I don't know if they've done it previously, where it's like your mining tools can have like that the floppy.
Effect,
I guess floppy. That's the worst fucking word for it.
The floppy.
The gravity effects of being a chain.
Right.
Like I don't think they've ever had that before with like one of their mining tools. So when I saw that, I was like, that can be used again.
Yeah.
And it can. All you have to do is change what's on the end, and it's just the swords. And boom, you're golden. And oh, dude, it's gonna. Now we gotta like make a YouTube video of like all 3 of us playing one of those characters. But it's like who plays who now? Because you want to play Kratos. Because you love Kratos. Oh, but like, who the fuck am I supposed to play? Because I don't have a Switch or an Xbox.
Well, you play Mando.
I just play Mando.
That's just Mando.
I play Mando. Like, I mean, you're not that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I'm Mando.
But it's great what Epic is doing, and I'm surprised that they've gone this far and they've been able to push it farther. Yeah. So it's like I think I gotta apologize for the way that I acted about Fortnite before.
Same, probably.
But at the same point, it's
one
like
episode later.
I know.
I think that we weren't mad at the game, more that we were mad at like the abysmal community that surrounds Fortnite. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's gaming overall.
Well, it's not even just the gaming community. It's more like the weird, not
the vocality about
like them. The kids that are just like doing the floss and shit. They're like, I like Fortnite, like that makes the game itself so much more cringy and like fuck that game. But like if you actually play the game and like you get into it and you like learn how to build and you do that, it's a fun game and it's a much different way to play a battle royale. Like you're not just running around shooting. You're not like in Warzone like, oh, I don't have cover. Shit, I'm dead. If you're in Fortnite and you want cover, guess what? You got cover as long as you just knock down a tree with your blades of chaos.
Yeah.
That's a sentence right there.
Yeah, right?
And after the Game Awards, I'm going to have some more interesting sentences about that game.
Yeah, that's true. Because let's see what else they can add in there.
Yo, if the Game Awards come and they don't announce it, that's going to be weird. Like, oh.
I mean, I think
it'll come eventually.
I think the Epic, they call them the big 3. Because like there's like 3 big like directors that are often, if not always, releasing something on the Game Awards, and I think Epic Director is one of them.
The big 3 of Sony, Xbox, and fucking Nintendo just like, hey guys, we're in Fortnite now.
Well, no, I mean we usually end up getting something like what's his name? I always get him confused.
The guy that I always mess up the name. No.
The director
from Nintendo.
Yeah.
Sakurai,
yeah. They usually have Sakurai come in and like chime in on videos. Like he's not there physically, but he usually ends up doing like a little like video. Hey, this is what's like going on new. Yeah. So
I mean, Troy Baker was just announced to be at the Game Awards as a presenter.
Yeah.
Maybe he now as the voice of Jonesy, who's like the blonde Fortnite character. Maybe he announces, "Hey guys, did you hear my voice in Fortnite? I'm also announcing stuff for Fortnite. Here you go. Here's the 2 extra skins from Nintendo and Xbox."
I can see them throwing out a code too.
I'm trying to like. He's in so much stuff. He could be announcing for anything.
Oh yeah, I feel like if I'm Troy Baker, which I wish, if I was Troy Baker, I would want to do best performance. I think he'd be presenting.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if it's going to be anybody
too.
from the nominees that we saw, it's going to be one of the two people from The Last of Us.
Yeah.
So it's like him giving that to them is very special, I guess, because it's coming from like fucking Joel.
Yeah, that's the same like mention when we were mentioning about like who's gonna give the best esports on the last episode. How we had Steph Curry.
I don't even know what they're gonna do. I don't know, man. Who the fuck's gonna present esports like for? Also, what is this event gonna be? Like, because every year that we've had this previously, it's always had like an audience.
Yeah, I don't know. They said it's a virtual something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, is it just gonna be like everybody on like a green screen, like how they did with the DC Fandom thing?
No,
I don't know if you saw that. Where it was. Like,
I saw bits and pieces of it.
Yeah. But like they're all on green screens and like they like superimpose them onto like that digital set.
Yeah.
What's going down, but like. Also, at the same, why would you do that?
I can definitely see them still having some sort of a press hold, like having like a small stage area where they have at least just press people there.
I feel like it'd just be Jeff.
And like that would be the audience. It's like just to press people.
They had Jeff Keelan, like they had a whole event. What was it, the summer, where they were just showing off new games? Like they showed more of I think Cyberpunk was on there. They showed more Ratchet and Clank. It would just show in place of E3. It was their thing.
They had
Here's some cool shit.
Yeah, he was just on like a green screen stage.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Presenting to the TV. Now with the awards, it's kind of different because there's so many involved parts of that and personalities and games. It can't be exactly the same, but I'm interested to see how they do it.
I can see them having like the nominees, like themselves, like just like the people who got nominated or whoever's gonna represent them for the award, and then having press as actual live audience.
I don't think that they would have press at all.
Well, no, like just the press people, like how they have like set up and stuff like that.
The people in the game world, I feel like, are smarter than having like actual people in the audience.
Sure.
Like it's because they're like it's not like a fucking presidential, like speech, I guess you could call whatever he does now, where they just have like people set up 6 feet apart from each other in chairs. Like I feel like they'd just be like, no, like we're a video game awards, we can just do this digitally and we can make it epic as hell.
But they're also going to have a musical guest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, it's
not that they have
pre-recorded.
it's not that they have to be in the same place. They could be wherever they are recording.
I wouldn't be surprised if the whole entire Game Awards was pre-recorded. Like they just pre-record the whole entire show and then just play it live. Like, why would they?
I guess
do it live?
they wouldn't need to do it live now.
There's no reason to. Like, all they have to do is pre-record it and then announce the winners like a little bit early to the actual nominees, so then the nominee can like say something if they want to and send in their response, and then boom, you're good to go. Or they just have all of the nominees say something, and then yeah.
Right.
But then it's kind of fucked up if it's like Miles Morales' actor and he's like crying and he's like, man, I did such a good performance. I'm so happy.
Yep.
But meanwhile, it's like Laura Bailey's just like, fuck y'all.
Yeah, right. Next
Abby's
up,
lit.
anyway.
Yeah.
Abby's lit. That's the spin-off game off of Last of Us 2.
Abby's lit.
Abby's lit.
Abby's lit, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out that day. See how they set it all
We'll
up.
all find out together on Twitch.
On Twitch, yeah.
Yes, man. It'll be fun.
It will be. I'm excited about it.
It's funny because when we're recording this right now, it is Sunday, so we're probably going to do like a little test stream after we're done recording of just us in this place, like making sure that we can do that. Because if we can't, we're going to make sure that we can by Thursday.
Exactly.
So if someone hops on, you were there.
Yeah.
Welcome.
You saw us setting it up.
Yep.
Yes, sir. So yeah, it'll be a good time, I guess.
I think so.
I think so.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be a fun night, to say the least. I mean, I got off Friday, so like I have I can just lose the game and then just get plastered.
I'm working on being off Friday.
I'll see. I don't think I can have off Friday, but I'm definitely getting off early to be in the stream. So.
Yeah. You're going to have to get off early.
On Thursday. No, on Thursday I'll definitely be present, like, but on
it's just
Friday
gonna be me and
I'll
Ant
see.
here, and then you're just going to walk in the door and just be like, hey guys, I'm here. Let me go take a shower real quick.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
We're already going to be like...
And we're going to be like, hey,
halfway
Nico, you lost 5 of your picks. You got to take 10 shots, buddy.
Yeah, right. Be down in 10 shots, no food in my stomach, ready to die.
Right. just straight as you walk in.
But no. I think I should be okay Friday.
All right, it'll be a fun time. It'll be great.
Then if I have enough time with all these finals, I'll definitely be celebrating some Fortnite for the Game Awards on Friday.
Hey, maybe we'll stream some Fortnite tonight. You'll never know.
I feel like watch this show just turn into every week like, Fortnite. Now we're like super in.
Well, I was saying that to the Hatchet guys when I was texting them. I was like, I mean, like, none of us played Fortnite before, so it's like there's a lot of shit happening in Fortnite, and it's a big thing in gaming. It's like at least one of us has to like be in that world and like tackle the topic just to talk about it, because like it's not like they're doing stupid shit. Like they're doing really cool stuff. Like their events are dope, and cannot deny that. And it's like even they can't deny it. Like if you can't deny their events aren't amazing.
They're doing the biggest events in gaming right along with like Smash when that has an announcement.
Yeah.
If not bigger, almost sometimes.
Right. Yeah, probably, especially now because Smash hasn't had an announcement in a while. Well, Minecraft Steve, but theirs are so spaced out. Exactly.
You think they're gonna have one for this for the awards?
I do. I think they're gonna at least have a tease of who's next.
Okay, because they mentioned that they weren't gonna have any direct, but they didn't say anything about not having a show.
Nintendo will announce something. I refuse to believe they won't.
Yeah,
I could see them announcing one character and then teasing another, and then the one character they do announce is kind of like a throwaway. You know what I mean? Like it's like a good character, but like nobody gives a shit. Like it's a Dragon's Quest character again.
I want to throw this out.
Please no.
I want to throw this out there. Just want to throw this out there. Seeing about the characters that they have released so far in the game, right, and the type of characters that they have been. If you classify each character, how long has it been since we gotten a shooter?
I'm trying to think of everybody who can. I mean, does Joker count as a shooter?
That's the only one, and that was Battle Pass 1. Well, Battle Pass. That was
Same thing.
Fighter
He's
Pass
stuck in
1.
the Fortnite.
Every game just calls it it's the same.
So it was Fighter Pass 1, what, character 3? When Joker came out?
Who was the first one?
Oh, he was the first one.
Who was the first one? Was it him?
Oh, no, I don't think
I don't remember.
Y'all are speaking Spanish to me.
I think the fact
Get a Switch, Chris.
Yeah.
I'll just play y'all's. It's fine.
I think
It doesn't work that way.
I think
You need your own time to be playing it.
It's all good.
Right. This is just me throwing it out there, but I expect Nintendo to throw a shooter character, and it's going to be based on Fortnite.
You want a Fortnite character?
I don't want a Fortnite character.
We got Steve. I can see them having a Fortnite shooter.
I don't think they would
Who's
do
it
that.
gonna be?
It would be like Jonesy or like the default character, but I don't see them.
You can't say you don't see it because it's big enough to be
enough
because
to
I
do
just
it.
thought
That's
like,
what I'm
what would
saying.
their like moves be, and I was like, dude, like their
There's
right
just so
B
many.
would be like
Yeah.
you know just like shooting a gun or something.
Like right now, you had
and
Steve.
Then, like,
Steve
the
can build
B
up
would be
stuff and
building
all that stuff. They
90s
already
and shit.
play with the mechanic.
I think y'all took the words out of my mouth because I feel like they already had Steve. He's doing the building thing. Is this to be another builder character?
I can see him happening.
Builder/fighter.
Builder/shooter because Steve is a fighter. It's a melee. It's a combination because he's a
I would
fighter.
assume that his charged attacks would be shooters, and then his regular attacks would be like the harvesting tools
harvesting
and shit.
tools.
Fuck, they're gonna do this.
Like I can see them doing it. I don't
see them doing it at the Game Awards.
Not at the Game Awards. Maybe
Unless
later
it's
on.
with the launch.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Because
If it's like them
really
just like
close.
circle jerking each other, but it's just those two, you know? Like it's like, hey, we got Metroid over here in Fortnite now, and then Nintendo's like,
That's what I'm
by the
saying,
way, we now have Fortnite in our game.
And don't we have a Metroid game coming out?
And they've
We
been
have
trying
a
to put out
game coming
Metroid
out.
Prime
Yeah.
4 for the last couple
That's
of
what I'm
years.
saying. It just
And
makes
they've been
sense.
trying to drop the Metroid Prime trilogy collection on Switch, which they say is done. They just haven't announced
put it out.
Insert
It just
coincidence,
makes-
I think, not
Dude.
GIF.
Oh my god, dude! Like literally, I can just see them doing it. I can see them doing it.
It would be interesting, to say the least.
Yo, if this happens,
We called it.
all you people streaming with us have to drink.
Yeah, 100%.
Y'all are listening to this prior to the Game Awards, so you better listen to this, and then we'll see if we were right. Do we have any predictions?
It would just work so well, both in marketing, both in gameplay, both in circle jerking each other, giving each other
They
props.
put Samus in Fortnite, release a Fortnite character for Smash, and then announce Samus, the
And
Metroid
coming
Prime
out,
trilogy,
like,
show a
spring.
Metroid Prime 4 trailer, and it just holds each other's hands so well.
Yeah.
It just makes sense. Like for
They
them
would
to
start
do
with the
all of
Fortnite
that,
shit and then end with
and
like
end
the
with
new
the
game.
Nintendo,
Yeah.
With like the Metroid stuff, because they would just be like, "Hey guys, we're in Fortnite," and everybody be like face palming, like, "What the fuck?
And
Why
then,
is this a
boom.
thing?" And then Also, this is why we're putting Metroid in Fortnite, and then
they show the Smash logo thing. And it comes, that works so well.
They debate you twice. In one go. They're
and not
just
only
like,
that, like you said, they've already been teasing Metroid, and everybody's been wanting that game since the beginning of this year when they teased it or when it got leaked.
That's
everybody's been wanting it. They're gonna jump in for it. If they don't, then that's a missed opportunity on them. And I can see them doing it.
I hope all you listeners are listening to this before the Game Awards. Because it would really be funny to listen to this podcast on Friday after the Game Awards.
Guys, those guys were just cheating. This is Sunday when we're predicting
this is
by
Sunday,
the way.
So.
Yes, it is Sunday, December 6th, so please don't hold us accountable if this is all complete bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's bullshit, then it's whatever. We just came up with a plan that Nintendo should have done, and they should just hire us.
Right.
For the next Game Awards to come with an even better idea. Yeah. But if we're right...
If we're right, literally Nintendo needs to hire us for marketing.
I mean, I don't even know.
Wait, did we have an episode called Sony Should Hire Us? This is going to be like Nintendo Should Hire Us?
Yeah, Nintendo should hire us, yes. But yeah, I mean, do you guys have any other predictions for the Game Awards? What we're going to see? Not like any award stuff of like who's going to win, because we already did that in our way too early of an episode of the Game Awards. Yeah. But anything like people showing up, people showing off games getting announced, games getting told that they're not getting announced, pushing back Cyberpunk another month.
Yo, they do. Oh my god.
Well, it's coming out the day of, so
it's coming out the day
that would be nuts though if it just didn't come to any stores.
Hey,
so
those are all demo discs that have been showing up in the pictures. Yikes.
Well, Nintendo, I think before we jumped onto this Metroid bomb we just jumped on, next year is like the year of Zelda, kind of how this was the anniversary year of Mario.
25
Zelda's next year. They're supposed to drop Breath of the Wild 2. I think that we might get a fuller trailer, maybe a gameplay trailer of Breath of the Wild 2. Or...
I don't know if a gameplay trailer. Maybe a regular trailer, though.
You think so?
I think it's a little too early for the gameplay trailer.
You know what? They might not show a gameplay trailer only because we're fresh off of Hyrule Warriors.
Yep.
And they don't want to step on that right now because it's a fresh game. But I think,
and it's canon.
But I think they're going to do something Zelda related to gear up everybody for 2021.
Yeah.
Either that or my super bold far out prediction is that they're going to somehow tease the upgraded Switch or some new kind of
the Switch
online stuff. Because the rumor is they're going to put DS 64 and Game Boy Advance games on the Switch.
On the emulator, right?
Yeah, on the online shit. So I think they're either going to show the system or talk about it or just say, hey, we have this coming.
Right.
They're going to have Breath of the Wild, something Breath of the Wild 2 related or Zelda period related. Or they're going to show their new additions to the Nintendo Switch Online stuff.
Yeah.
You got any predictions, Nico?
Yeah, I
got two.
I think, well, apart from the Samus one, which we kind of just jumped in on all of it, I think my two predictions are coming from Square Enix. One might be we're going to get a gameplay trailer of 16.
You think so?
I think we're going to get a gameplay trailer of 16. And the other thing is we might get a teaser trailer or a little snapshot of 7. But I doubt that happening because they wouldn't show two different Final Fantasies at the same time.
I don't think we're going to see 7 until after 16.
I can definitely see them giving us a gameplay trailer
7-2
for two other games, which will be 16, but also is The World Ends With You, Part 2. That was a huge game when they first got released for the DS back in 2006, 7. And I think it's having a revival release for the Switch, and then having a second part coming out, it's huge. And I think it won't come from Nintendo specifically. I think it'll come from Square Enix for that teaser trailer.
All right, makes sense.
So I think that's my two predictions when it comes to RPG. I'm not too sure about everything else, but other than the Samus, I think that's where it's at.
The only thing that would have stopped me from immediately thinking the Final Fantasy thing is coming is because isn't Final Fantasy a PlayStation exclusive? 16 is PlayStation exclusive, right? Because they showed it during
16 is PlayStation exclusive, yeah.
And they have other
they only had one minor trailer.
When's it supposed to come out?
2021.
I feel like there's things in front of that. Like I feel like we'd see more Horizon. Like a full-blown Horizon trailer.
I'm not saying that this is coming from Sony. I'm saying that this is specifically coming from Square Enix. Like, if they do have Square Enix in the show, that's my prediction. If it was from Sony, like my prediction directly from Sony, if we're doing just generic, like the 3 companies, from Sony, I can see a gameplay trailer Horizon, and I can definitely see either a video trailer for God of War or a gameplay trailer for 16 as Sony.
All right.
I see that.
So I can see that happening.
Yeah, God of War related, I would see them. You would see a cinematic trailer, but I don't think you see any gameplay of that anytime soon.
That's what I was saying. Like, I can definitely put 100% coins on cinematic, but not gameplay.
All right, Chris, what you got?
My predictions are cinematic, actually, in fact.
Oh, really?
Actually, in fact.
Regarding 2 video game movies that are coming soon. One, I think we're going to get some sort of thing for Monster Hunter World.
Oh, shit, yeah. The new game.
Either another trailer that's just like a tiny little tease for like what's to come.
Well, we got gameplay trailer last time, so yeah, I see a cinematic.
What?
We got gameplay trailer.
I'm talking about the movie.
For the movie itself?
Yeah, the movie. I'm not talking about games.
I thought you were saying like game itself.
No, I'm talking about movie. Movie. We're talking about the movie. We're going to get a clip of the movie. Either the director's going to come out or the one actor is going to come out dressed in the full gear of like the movie. And then the second thing is going to be Oscar Isaac.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to show up and promote the movie that he's going to be in because he just got casted or like reported to be casted in the Metal Gear Solid.
Right. They did.
So I could see that definitely being a thing where he shows up and just like officially announces it, or like even like they're like, oh, we have someone like broadcasting it, and like literally it's just a box on the stage, like a stage or something, and like he just pops out of it. And it's just Oscar Isaac, and he's like, hey guys, movie coming soon. Metal Gear Solid.
A good choice too.
Yeah, I could see those 2 things definitely happening, but we will see.
What we haven't seen or heard a lot about yet, honestly, that I've almost forgot about until they just put out all that new, those new images of the Super Mario World.
Oh, yeah.
Is the Mario movie.
The Mario movie.
Because Nintendo could easily come out and be like, bam, trailer, here it is. Because we haven't heard or seen anything about that, but it was announced that movie is coming.
There's,
also Sonic 2 is coming out.
Yeah, that's true. As for Chris, like having like a little bit of a snippet, they're having issues with Monster Hunter. It's gotten banned. I think in China.
Yeah, I read that.
Because of
slurs.
like slurs, and I was like,
what the fuck could they have said?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I was like, what could they have said to be able to? I was like, and if it's that bad,
I saw the clip on. It's so bad. And I wish I remember what account I saw it on, but I don't. It's so terrible.
Because I honestly don't know what the clip
it wasn't
or
even
why.
Like
was there an actual slur that happened?
It's not really like a slur. If this is the clip that's doing it, because somebody put it on Twitter. Hold on, I'm not gonna be able to find this, but there was a clip. One of the guys in the movie was in the back of this truck, and they're driving this truck, and the 2 army dudes, and you hear the guy in the back say something like, I know this is not exact. He says something like, "What are the best kind of knees to have?" And he was like, "Chinese." It's so cringy and so bad.
Oh, no.
Yo, I have to find it because just saying it sounds like it's not real, and I promise that's real.
It doesn't sound like it's not real. It just sounds like it's the worst written joke in history. And like I don't know if that would be. I don't even think that's a slur. But like at the same time, it's like that's just. I don't know if it's worth being in a movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was. I would consider it a slur due to the fact that it shouldn't have been there.
But a slur is like something that you degradingly call a race or something. Chinese is not what you call like someone.
It depends on the context of the conversation, though.
This is definitely. I'm looking it up now. That's definitely what got it banned.
Because like if the context of the, for all those young boys and girls out there listening to the podcast, you guys can clog your ears here. But if that means that they're talking about adult stuff, and they ended up saying that joke,
I could see that. But
that's very demeaning and degrading.
That's more adult stuff than it is like a slur. I don't know. Either way, it's not good. It should be taken out of the movie. 100%.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But I already don't think that movie is going to be good. Yeah. So it's whatever. But
already had like a talk about the fact that it shouldn't have been the way it has been. Like if they had just removed the whole teleporting from one world to another and just giving me a Monster Hunter world. Yeah, I would have been 100% great.
Give me that. Don't give me like assault rifles and all that bullshit. I don't need it.
I have to agree with you on that. Like, I'll retract my statement from the last time.
I was gonna say, I was like, come on, Nico, you like this game. I don't even like the game, so I'm not good at it.
I know.
Like,
I'm just wondering how the CG is gonna work with the monsters they have, because they have reportedly have like 6, I think,
5
in
or
total.
6. But like, it's gonna look good. It's just not gonna be great. It's gonna be like, oh, those monster CGs were really good. Moving on.
Yeah,
but that's about it.
Again, they really like ripped this clip off the internet. Like, you can't find it now.
Well, listen.
Rightfully so, because I don't want to fucking hear it.
Yeah.
Hearing you say it was enough for me for my lifetime.
And no offense to any, Chinese listeners or anything like that. I don't want you to think that we're taking any of this lightly. That's not.
I just don't even know how that can be considered a slur. It's just like a really terrible joke. Like, and it's just, it's not even. Is it offensive?
Yeah.
How is it offensive?
Again, think about it in the context of the conversation.
What are the best knees that you can have?
Well,
Chinese.
Let me. That's why I want to find it so I know what the line was.
If you were to talk about sexual acts, yeah, it will be very demeaning and degrading.
But that's not what the joke was. The joke wasn't like something about like getting on your knees. It was like, what's the best knees you can have? If it was just that, then
again,
that's
what I'm
not
saying.
sexual. But if it was the sexual one, then I'm like, okay, yeah, that's kind of sexual and weird.
What is the context of the joke? If the context of the joke had to do with something sexual, then yeah.
To be fair, it most likely was, because it was like army guys in the back of the truck. Hey, brother.
There's not like they're talking plain old government back there.
I just don't get why they would even put that in the movie.
Yeah, like if it doesn't belong there, just don't.
It's also strange too, because isn't Monster Hunter specifically like a Japanese thing?
Yeah.
It's Japanese. It's not Chinese.
Right.
So it's even weirder to put a Chinese joke into the movie.
Yeah.
And like, if it is a dig at Chinese people, why would you do that?
The line is, "What kind of knees are these? Chinese." That's the line.
If it's a person that's Chinese, then it's kind of funny. Like, if it's a Chinese person telling the joke, like if it's like a Chinese army guy and he's like, what kind of knees are these? Chinese. That's funny to me as like a person who somewhat enjoys dad jokes, but I guess the context of who says it is also something that makes more of an importance.
I can't find the clip, so I don't remember if I want to say the guy was Chinese, but I don't want to double down on the show because I don't know. I don't remember. I watched it really quick once. I didn't know that's why it got banned. Somebody just said, "Look at this dumbass line in this movie." Yeah. And then I'm hearing that
I'm only wondering if like maybe there was more than just that too, because like if it was just that, China could be a lot more sensitive to this than I'm assuming. But like if it's just that joke, to pull the whole entire movie, that's kind of sketchy. I would have to assume that there's more than that, right? Because just that one is not enough to ban the whole movie, but I could see them putting a bunch more in that were like
the politics in China is they have their own situation going on over there when it comes to media and vocalization of certain things and stuff like that. So it's
well, they're getting review bombed like crazy now, obviously, because that's the thing to do now, and
just destroy the reviews.
Yeah, right.
You do something we don't like, we will destroy you via Yelp.
And they said they sent, I guess the company making the movie sent a notice to the cinemas that said a new version is being produced overnight and should be the one screened. Theaters should please strictly observe that the old version should not be further screened a single time. So they put a new version out and cut that out.
Oh, man. Well, I just.
I mean, it's not the first time this has happened when it comes to cinema. But
it's still one of those things where it's like.
It's striking.
You should learn from that, and like not do it in the future. Like we already have a negative connotation when it comes to video game movies. Don't make it worse by doing something like that and giving it an even worse name. Like
exactly,
you're trying to dig yourself out of this hole that you've been digging for years with like just garbage movies. Like, and then you get something like Detective Pikachu, where it's like very good and surprisingly good at that.
Yeah,
and then you get Sonic, where it started off very bad, but then they completely redesigned the character, and it was also very good. And now we're sliding back down the slope of bad video game movies. And that's also before this movie's out, but like from what we've seen, it looks like it's reverting back to what we used to have,
Right.
But
right.
Either way, that's my predictions for the Game Awards. I think we get cinematic stuff, like actual, like, in the movies. Hey, guys, these movies are coming out that are based around video games. Maybe they do an actual, like, announcement of a movie that we don't know of that's been worked on, like with The Rock in it or something.
I could see.
He's in all the movies.
I can see what's his name. Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds.
For Free Guy.
A Free Guy, yeah.
I could see that
because it's a movie revolved around games. So
I'm
it's
looking
I
forward
can
to
see
that
that.
movie.
Yeah,
I want to see that.
It looks
movie.
funny.
It looks funny as hell, man.
Yeah, I agree with you with the whole cinematic thing too. But yeah, what are other news? Oh, the one news, the one that I wanted to say about when Chris was ranting about Call of Duty. You guys hear about the Call of Duty bricking PS5s?
I heard about it from you guys. I didn't hear it.
So yeah, it's been a thing where out of every game that has been ported to the PS5 or has been moved to the PS5, Call of Duty Warzone has been causing issues with the actual PS5 like system OS to where it'll glitch out, crash, and it'll crash the PS5 completely. And then if it does it enough times, it will just brick it. So what it does is it automatically like kills the OS to where none of the other games will load.
Oh wow!
And then it continuously crashes to the point that now Sony is actually putting out a pardon on top of a statement saying to avoid playing the game until issues are like resolved. And all those people are sending PS5s back to Sony to get fixed and to determine what the cause is.
That sucks if I'm a hardcore Warzone player. Like you're telling me not to play this on your system, your new system?
Yeah. So it's kind of like a rough hit on top of them having low stock, and then this issue happening. And it's not just one person, but there's quite a bit of people out there who's been having issues and sending systems back to Sony. So that's going to take an impact on their stock. That's going to take an impact on the popularity of the game, the glitches.
No, the popularity is going
like,
to still be there.
Yeah.
But if that's happening and Sony are they even in a position to manufacture? They're already behind the ball because everybody wants a PS5.
Well, they mentioned they already have some restock for the holidays and some restock for the upcoming week. But now how this is going to impact them.
Yeah, but now if they're still trying to... They could have all the stock they want for the holidays. There's still going to be people this holiday that do not get one.
Right.
So that on top of the fact of people sending broken ones back in...
And they're actually...
what's the turnaround time for that now?
Well, Well, the people who are sending their PS5s in, since this has been such a fresh issue, they're just sending them brand new PS5s. So the turnaround is 2 weeks shipping. So they're getting from their new stock that they're not putting out for holidays, using that to, fix the issue of what they're having. So it's like, how is that going to impact their current stock for the holidays and the upcoming months? On top of them wanting to fix the issue before they probably release another patch for the PS5.
The only issue I had crash-wise on my PS5 is my PS5 crashed when I played Miles Morales on the last mission.
Mine did too, I think.
And somebody I know who I work with said, "Hey, did your PS5 ever crash playing?" I was like, "Yeah, it crashed once." I told him the same thing. I was playing Spider-Man, it crashed. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Mine crashed while playing Spider-Man." But I think they've sent something out and fixed that.
Yeah, probably patched it.
Yeah, but initially I was on the very last mission before I even got deep in. No spoilers, and this is not a spoiler because this part of the mission is nothing happening. But in the very beginning where you're just outside of the place you're about to go in.
I guess, and you're meeting up with all the people on the street, kind of.
Yeah,
you're on the street.
They're surrounding this building. Well, you can say this. Security is surrounding this building that you're about to go in where the last mission takes place.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was very beginning of it, about to sneak up on some dude, and it crashed.
Same.
I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, that's exactly where mine crashed.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So
I was like, this is sounding way too familiar. I'm getting flashbacks to Nam, but yeah.
So that was interesting to hear about when I was
interesting. That's just
stuff.
stupid, man. Fuck Call of Duty. Fuck Call of Duty.
That's the moral to this story.
Yeah, we'll make a T-shirt of it, and you can buy it on our Patreon coming soon. Not really though. Fucking I can't stand that game anymore. But speaking of new games, we got the new PS Plus games this month. We want to discuss that.
Oh, yeah.
Any thoughts on them? If anyone
What are they?
gives a damn.
So I haven't even looked at them.
Let me pull up the list. So we'll start with the PS4 games, and then we'll work up to the PS5 game, because we're only getting one PS5 game so far each month, which is okay, I guess.
Yeah, it just got here, so that's all fine.
So one of them we're getting for PS4 is Just Cause 4, which is like an open world game.
Yeah.
Like, you can just cause chaos and,
Right.
do what you want to do in Just Cause 4.
Just cause.
Exactly.
Just Cause.
4. And then the other one is for PS4 Rocket Arena, which is, it kind of looks like a third person version of Overwatch almost, where it's like a arena shooter that, like, you're like on a hoverboard for some characters, and you're like on like a skateboard, and that's how you maneuver, and you're like using rockets to get around, and like it's more projectile rocket based than it is like bullets and shit. Looks interesting. I don't know if I'll play it myself. It sure is a free game to add to my library. That's about all I could say.
That's what it is.
But then the PS5 game, which is one that Nico said that he was excited for when we brought it up before, was Worms Rumble.
Yes.
Which I am a fan of the Worms franchise. I don't think that's a good enough game to be the December free game for PS5.
Yeah.
I feel like if it's like, end of the year, here's your like Christmas present free game pretty much from Sony. I feel like that's kind of not a slap in the face, but kind of just like a shoo away, like, yeah, go play some games. Like, we already gave you enough games. Go play those. Here's a Rumble Worms game for you. But that I will play.
Yeah.
Because I like Worms. I think it's cool.
Like,
I've never played a Worms game.
A Worms game is great. I think it's good for being a party game.
Yeah.
Which I can see them being like, all right, we were exhausted. We have all this content that we put out. We have all these games that we put out. We have all of this. So it's more, I feel like it's more like a pardon on their end of like, sorry, we can't get you more stuff. Here's what we have as a last hurrah. And then we have to like really like revamp for the coming year. So here's a party game to you enjoy due to the times. Like another party game you can have.
I guess, yeah.
So it's like,
I don't know if it's gonna be worth it though. Like it's one of those things where it's like, I know it's free.
Like, I don't want any of these games.
Yeah, I don't think any of these games are worth downloading.
Absolutely.
To your console.
Just Cause for me, when I played Just Cause 3, I was so lost and I made no sense. I was like, oh, you can just cause mayhem.
That's all it is.
You get like a random mission, and then that's how you start the game, and you're like,
How though? I didn't even touch it.
Right? So I'm like,
If you're a listener, Chris's mic fell now, and I don't feel so alone.
Yeah, this is my. What the fuck though?
All right, hold on. And we're back to normal.
Yeah.
all right.
Just Cause fucked up my mic. It was Nico.
Just cause it wanted to. All that mayhem.
Chaos and mayhem.
All right. Other than that, there's one thing that was kind of interesting to me that will be a thing on the day of the Game Awards. For Cyberpunk 2077, which comes out, I think it's that day, right?
The day after. Well, no, the 10th. Is that the same?
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. There's actually a day one patch that comes out with it, so you'll plug in your disc, you'll download the game, or just download the game if you have the digital version. And there's actually a patch that's coming out with it that is a total of 43.5 gigabytes.
Oof. That's huge.
Pretty fucking big for a day one patch.
That will be installing while I'm here. We're doing this.
Yeah, same.
Well, now we know why they wanted to play test so badly.
Oh, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I'm going to play that game probably all day Friday, but, like, damn, that's a big
That's a hefty patch,
man.
yeah.
I'm curious to see what's in it, to be honest.
Remember when we were talking about, like, having enough data to be able to hold this stuff?
Oh, yeah, I'm kind of worried about that now.
Yeah. It's kind of worrisome because you have all these games and they have big patches where they want to fix stuff. And the PS5 can't really handle that much. So Sony needs to get their ball on the court and, like, really get this extender out.
The funny part was I was at GameStop the other day, and I forget who it was. It was just like it was one of the guys that I like actually like. I don't know any of their names or anything, but like I'm cool with them. And the customer that was talking was like, "Yeah, I can't download this PS5 game to my PlayStation." And he's like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "I can't download it. It's not letting me. Like I'm trying to download this PS5 game to my external hard drive, and it won't let me." And I'm like,
"You can't download
it. You fucking dumb." Yeah. Like
he was in GameStop talking.
Talking to the GameStop employee as if he knows.
Well, Google exists. You probably could have saved yourself a trip.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, and I'm just like looking over, and I'm like, this is really a thing that's happening right now?
Doesn't it say it on the system? Like when you're like trying to do, like tells you can't do that?
Yeah. Like you just need to download it to the solid state. Yep. That's what you got to do. And I was like, oh my God, dude. And I was like, why are you going to Best Buy as if they're the Geek Squad? Not Best Buy. Going to GameStop as if they are the Best Buy Geek Squad.
Yeah.
Talking about how you can't download something on your console. It's like, if you don't know that, you shouldn't have a PS5. I'm sorry. Like, you don't deserve to have a PS5 if you can't get past that. Like, it's such an easy thing to just like, oh, that's not a thing I can do? Cool.
Okay.
Move on.
That was one of the biggest,
that was the first thing. Like,
but that was one of the major things they were saying, even before the PS5 came out, that you can't, they have to be on the system. I think
in every event they mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of the like little teaser events, they mentioned it.
And we'll get that eventually. Yeah. And we'll have like a way to put them on like a, external hard drive that's like Sony specifically branded. But for now, it's like, I have enough room that I can. Yeah. I think I'll have enough room for Cyberpunk. I hope.
Well, and not just that. You guys talked about it before. It's like, how many real games do you need to have in a system that you're playing all at once?
I can also uninstall Miles probably because I've platinumed the game, and I've beaten the game like twice now technically.
And if you wanted to play it again, you're willing to just plug it in and download it again.
Yeah, I could just do that. Yep. So, I mean, it shouldn't be an issue. But if it is an issue, I'm gonna be sad. We're gonna be here like streaming, and I'm gonna get like notification like PlayStation full, cannot download patch, and I'm gonna be like, fuck.
You see Chris drunkenly get up from the stream like, I gotta go.
I gotta make a
call. Yeah. Mom, go delete everything. Cyberpunk.
Like what?
2077.
No offense to your mom. I never met your mom. I don't know if she sounds like that. What? I don't. That's
pretty much it. She don't listen.
All right, so. I also wanted to add something. I don't know if you were
that's it? No, that's it. It's just I'm scared for Cyberpunk, but I'm also excited.
Well, we're excited for Cyberpunk. We're excited for doing the show, doing the stream, having everybody join us for the thing. And on top of getting together and streaming it and getting drunk, I would like to continue on with a question.
Dude, we almost forgot the viewer question.
I didn't. I was pulling it up.
Yeah. You got us 2 weeks in a row. We almost forgot.
Let me get the question.
So Ant's gonna read it.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a longer episode now.
This is gonna be good because that gives me a chance to figure out what you guys want to have during the show.
Look,
it's not gonna be what I want to have.
Grammatics sent us another one this week.
Holding it down.
We appreciate you. He says, "What's up, fellas? Keep up the great work and great chemistry you all have." So my question is, what is your go-to food snack pairing when you play video games? Be it one for every game, or do you have a specific food or snack depending on the game you're playing? Thanks.
Yo, these questions are great.
Yeah, you got good questions.
Yeah,
like,
I gotta write these down.
Yeah, Grim.
I'm setting up the party over here. We gotta make sure we got our own snacks.
Here's the thing: my snacks for video gaming specifically are very specific. So I used to just have like, cheese puffs, like not like the balls, but the puffs. Mm-hmm. I used to have those because like I had like an orange controller. So I was like, I don't need to worry about cheesy fingers. So like I was going to go do that like I think 2 weeks ago. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm just going to have cheese puffs. And then I got back in my room and I look at my controller and I'm like, fuck, that shit's bright white. And I'm like, I can't do this. So I went out in my kitchen.
That was you got some balls. We're like, fuck it.
Well, no, I didn't say fuck it.
No, I'm talking about your initial plan.
Oh yeah, I was like, fuck it. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, if it gets on there, you can't see it. It's like in Deadpool where you wear the brown pants.
Yeah.
You're prepared. Anyway, so I went out in my kitchen and I went in my silverware drawer and I'm like, am I really going to eat cheese puffs with a fork right now? And I was like, nah, I can't do that. A fork. I was like, if I do that, then they're going to like be breaking all over the place. And then I see in the corner of my drawer the chopsticks that I stole from this pho place that we went to a while ago. So I'm in my room and I'm playing Miles Morales back when I was still playing it. And like I have these long ass chopsticks that are meant for like big ass noodles for pho. And I'm like, one cheese puff. And I'm like eating it with chopsticks. And let me tell you right now, eating cheese puffs with chopsticks is an experience. And I think y'all should try it because it's not bad at all. You don't get the cheesy fingers. And especially in the time that we're living in right now with the COVID, you don't want to be sucking on your cheesy fingers because what if it's cheese and COVID? You don't want that. Not a good pairing for your Lunchables.
It's a new Fritos flavor, cheese and COVID.
You don't,
cheese and COVID.
That's not a good Lunchables flavor. We don't need it.
Frito-Lay should hire us.
No, thank you. So you get those chopsticks. Not only is it just like super easy because they were large ones, I was like, oh yeah, here, no problem. Since it's the longer cheese puffs, they just fit right in there. You just get it on like the little loop, and you just go whip, and you got it.
It's pretty cool.
It's like sushi, but not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I like Taco Bell a lot. So like I will like if it's like a wrestling pay-per-view or if I'm sitting down for a long period of time playing games, I'll get like the Taco Bell because then I can just like unfold the paper a little bit, like a little sexy like down on that burrito.
You already know.
And then just wrap it back around, and then I got a nice little hand thing so that I don't get the greasiness onto the controller because you can't get your greasiness on your controller or on your keyboard.
Yeah.
So yeah. So like finger foods that are like easily manipulated to not be finger foods, I guess.
Right.
See, my problem with that, I don't have a problem with that.
You have a problem with my cheese
doodles?
doodles?
I don't. Let me clarify.
Cheese doodles?
I don't know. It's actually a me problem. My personal
It's not
problem.
you, it's me.
Yeah, this is hard for me too.
I'm being broken up with live on the podcast.
It's just going to be me and Nico from here on out.
Oh, man. It's going to be tough.
Just be over there with my cheese puffs.
He's still in the room eating cheese puffs with
In the
chopsticks
Yeah,
while
chopsticks.
we do it. I'm a fucking fat ass snacker. Like I'm a shoveler.
Oh, jeez.
Like I'm gonna pick up 3-4 cheese puffs at once, and all that type shit. So
You got facial hair. How can you do that?
I'm a professional.
Are you sure? Because you just did some like facial rubbing that I have never seen that is professional.
If everything is centralized in my palm, and nothing gets on the hair. Right? Anyway, I don't even take that into account.
That's fine. I'll
It's
just,
probably getting
Doritos on his
it's
beard.
probably getting into my beard.
Doritos on his beard. As he
Afterwards,
walks
I'm just
off.
like,
it's just for later, It's a little snack for later.
no. But so I'm saying that to say, for me, when I eat chips or something, and if it's in like a bag, I'll just pour it, so I don't
jeez.
touch the chips. I'm just pouring and then trying to eat it, and then keep going and back and playing. But I guess I can go into mine. And I know why Grammatics wrote this in, because when we used to play Smash together, him, maybe my brother, my other homie, have these Smash Brother sessions. He would always, without fail, order Pizza Hut and have like some kind of gummy snack. He always had like Sour Patch Kids or gummy worms.
Oh, nice.
So, because I know where this came from with him. So I salute this question.
That's such a weird combo.
10.
Imagining
mean?
the tastes in my mouth of
Well,
like.
you're not eating it at.
I know not at the same
together,
time,
yeah.
but like you discussing them at the same time. I'm
Yeah.
like thinking about how much I love like a pepperoni like deep dish from Pizza Hut, and then just imagining like a orange Sour Patch Kid on top, and I'm like,
Oh, no.
But
like it all goes to the same place, but
Right.
like it's just both flavors are like in my brain mouth right now, and I don't like it.
No, I feel you. But me solo is usually some kind of, like I said, it could be like some Cheetos or Fritos or something. But
Like
I'm just
Chex Mix.
yeah, I could eat Chex Mix too.
Chex Mix is lit.
But it's
Bold.
always something that I can like pour
Shove.
without touching the food, just pour into my face
feel
while I
that.
eat.
Hell yeah.
See, for me, it's like hot foods. I always like hot foods
You
for
just like
whatever
to
reason.
sweat for some reason when you
No,
eat your food.
it's not like hot as in like spicy. I mean like hot food as in like something like hot, warm, or like.
I was close.
So
I
it's
thought
like
you meant spicy too.
So it's like whenever. I mean, I don't take it
He
out of
likes hot food
consideration.
that is also spicy.
Yeah,
Right.
Because like one of my favorite things to do is like if I'm playing like a leisure game, like a RPG game or something that I don't have to really touch the controller a lot, I'll have like chicken wings. Mm-hmm. That's like the one thing to go to, and then I have like my very specific like gamer towel where I'm always like wiping my fingers off whenever I go
Gamer
back.
towel.
Yes.
Might have to
Ew.
patent this.
Yeah.
Fucking ew, dude.
Listen,
Over-
I
wait,
clean
wait.
it. I clean it after every use.
Okay.
It's not like
Because that
it's.
changes
What else are you using it for, Nico?
everything.
That's just it. Just for cleaning like the little
Just for
like
chicken
barbecue
fingy
sauce
fingies?
and like
That's
hot
it?
sauce. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And then But most of the time, you guys are jerks. Anyways, but most of the time it's like,
I'm sure there's other gamer towels out there that are for a different use.
for other uses.
Because we're jerks.
God. It's like
Get it?
It's like paper plates.
What? No.
They stiffen up, the paper plates. Anyways.
Move on.
But no. But in
man.
reality, I get like chicken wings and like soda.
I don't even think of drinks.
Now
Shit.
recently, I don't actually really drink too much soda whenever I'm playing games. So it's like mostly like water or tea or like a hot tea. I always like that, just relaxing. But if I'm playing on the computer, like keyboard, that's totally different. That I solemnly do gummies.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good safe bet.
Like for
your
whatever
fingers
reason,
don't
it's
get like dirty.
Right, it doesn't get dirty. And not only that, it's like I like my sour gummies, but I specifically like the trolley like non-sour bears. Like they're like not sour, so they don't have that sugary thing on them.
I love the sugary stuff. Though.
I do, but it gets on my keyboard, and that's my problem.
I like the trolley gummy worms because like they don't really like they don't fall off the sugar. Like it's almost like they're still hot when they're like making them from their mold or shit, and then they pour the sugar on it, so it kind of just like sticks in it.
Yeah.
There's always like that little pocket of like cocaine at the bottom corner of the bag, you know. But like it feels like those don't like rub off as much, I guess. But I don't. So gummies are a good choice. Damn.
That was the reason.
Man.
Yeah, the reason why is like there was one time I had chips, and like when I'm chips, I'm just like fucking shove it, and just screw it.
Chopsticks all the way.
But there was one time I did that, and I missed my mouth completely.
Just drop it all on there.
And literally, it was just my keyboard was just Doritos everywhere. And like when you have a mechanical keyboard, the spaces in between the keys are too big, and there was just stuffed up Doritos in there. And it just took me like a whole hour taking it apart and cleaning it. It was a pain. So I never do that again.
For sure.
So I think my favorite snacks are that. It's like chicken wings, or I'm playing like any system game.
I feel
and
that.
then just hot foods.
That's neat.
So now
Gamer
I
towel.
know. Now I know to like bring that in.
Not over that.
That's our first piece of merch. We're not even going to do a t-shirt.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
just going
it's
to
a
be like
gamer
one of those
towel.
rally towels, but with our logo on it.
That'd be dope.
I think that's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Gamer towels.
They'd be like, we're selling you a gamer towel. We don't want to know what you're doing with this.
You can do whatever you
It's
want
all
with
up
the
to
gamer
you.
towels.
Right.
You can use it for your hair. You can use it for your chicken
Can you,
fingies.
can you imagine a save before quitting ShamWow gamer towel?
I don't need a ShamWow
commercial?
version. I don't need that. I just need like normal, like nice little rally towel that just has our logo on it, and we're good to go.
Yeah, there you go.
Let us know if you would buy a Save Before
if
Getting
you want that.
gamer towel rally towel.
Yes. Please.
Let us know.
And thanks to Grammatics once again
For our merch idea.
and the snack question.
Yeah, keep them coming, man. You
We
got
appreciate
some
it,
good
man.
questions.
You got some good ones. Yeah. And, you know, like I said last time, twitch.tv/Grammatics, Facebook Gaming, Grammatics, follow him. Big Warzone dude, killing it on there.
And he doesn't cheat. I
He
listened to
does not.
the other podcast, and you were like, "Well, he doesn't cheat." And I'm like, "Okay, Ant, okay."
I don't want to, he just started his career on there. I don't want to give him any,
I feel that.
Just warning
immediately people signing up like, no, he cheats, never. Like,
just warning to Grammatics. Don't play it on your PS5. It might crash.
well,
If you have a PS5.
when he gets one, I'll let
If you
him
have a
know.
PS5.
But yeah, man.
But yeah, that was a good question. Now I know what to bring in for the Game Awards.
I'd like to point out this is the fifth week in a row my cousin has still not sent a question.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask you.
we're still waiting on that.
Never sent a question.
Did you make sure that he was okay? And
Oh, well, follow up on that. Real quick before we end this podcast for the week. So I messaged him on Snapchat like I think 20 minutes into the podcast. I'm like, how much fucking money did you spend on Apex this week?
oh jeez.
And he's like, I don't want to talk about it. And I'm like, dude, just this week, not all time. So he sent me his all time. And I was like, oh no. He spent over $300 so far, including the $100 that he just spent again this week. So
Yikes.
I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. Sends us a Snapchat. He's playing. He got an heirloom. He got one. So he finally got
So he
his
got
heirloom.
those 500 boxes.
Well, I guess he either opened the full 500 or maybe it was like the random one with me, but he did get one. Mm-hmm. He's also like high ranked as hell right now. Like he's in, I think it's not platinum. He's in diamond right now, which is where the pro players play in rankings. And like he last night legitimately got killed by a professional Apex player in the game that he was playing.
Wow.
So he's getting up there with how good he is. Meanwhile, I'm over here like I was the one who, not to humble brag it, but I kind of got him into that game again. Right. I was like, yo, let's play. And then meanwhile, I'm over here like Fortnite and shit. But, you know, he's been playing. He's been playing on Twitch. He actually has his own Twitch. If you want to check him out, it's I Am Robot, but the B in robot is a 6.
Oh, that's cool.
Because he paid extra for that 6.
He paid for the 6?
No, it's a meme. He had to pay extra for the 6 to be like cool. Anyway, but yeah, it's all good. Ant's a boomer. We're good.
Yeah, you know. Y'all know how I do.
Oh no.
But yeah,
back in my day.
Yeah, awesome question from Grammatics. Thank you again for the love as well. Not only for the good questions, for the compliments on our chemistry. Even though they're gonna break up with me and I'm gonna eat my cheese puffs in the corner over there.
Hey, Grammatics, you want to be on the show? we got a third chair available.
Damn.
I'm bringing Grammatics. I'm bringing Kev. This is going to be us 4.
I'll just be editing the videos and shit right off.
Like, all right, Chris, we need you to do all this stuff.
Yeah, fuck my opinions. I'll just make the animations and stuff. Speaking of which, go check out the new YouTube video on our YouTube.
Please do.
Let us know if there's any funny clips that you want us to add to the next bit. If you've listened to like any of the other podcasts, listen through again. Listen through 1 through 7. See if there's any funny bits that you liked and you want to have them animated in a short little funny little meme video.
Please
toss that up, and that'll probably be like a every 2 weeks thing, most likely. Just because, not that it took a long time to make. It took a long time to make the first one because I had to make all of the assets from scratch. But now that I have them, it should be a little bit more like plug and play for like the us talking bit, and then I'll still have to make the assets for like the cutaways. But we'll see, and those will get a little bit more adjusted over time, and we'll get better with time. But check us out on YouTube and then all the podcast streaming sites that exist.
We're on them,
every single one.
Yeah, remember to tune in on Thursday.
The day that you're listening to this, or if you are listening to this after Thursday.
So tune in today. Tune in today. Listen, at 6 p.m. we'll be on Twitch.
If you're doing Thursday right, you should be pretty much spending all day with us. You should be listening to this and then watching our live Twitch stream of the Game Awards that night.
Yeah.
It'll be a good time. We're
all going to be friends that day.
Hell yeah. Come over to Twitch, drop us a follow. Follow us and turn on the notifications to figure out when we're going live. We'll probably start around 6 p.m. Eastern time just to get it started a bit. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll just talk to the stream and, give us our predictions, our official predictions of who's going to win. And then we'll explain how our drinking game will work once we figure out the actual rules, which we still have not technically figured out. But it's pretty simple of you didn't get it right, drink.
Right, yeah.
So we'll explain it again then.
Yeah, we'll get it there.
Yeah, that's twitch.tv/save the letter B, the number 4 quitting, same as both of our socials on Insta and Twitter. And that seems to be all that we got for this episode, guys.
Yeah, man. It was a good one.
It was a good episode. It was a lot more meat for this episode as opposed to last week where we were just like, we did too much the week before.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What now? But it was
Speaking
a fun
of
time.
meat, buy our gamer towel.
Yeah. I feel like we really need to make gamer towels a thing now.
I know.
It's gonna be like people coming to like Fortnite like competitions with like gamer towels on their heads now.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, that would be great.
God damn it.
That's it.
This is
Like,
gonna be
my gamer towel. Like, what did you do with it? That's the only time I want to know.
Well, this is my daytime gamer towel. My nighttime gamer towel still at home.
Is this Towley telling us about his gamer towel?
Yeah,
Towley.
No, that's
Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hanky.
Are they the same voice?
Yeah.
Kinda. Yeah.
Same person probably doing the voice.
Oh yeah, it's all the
all
two
those
dudes.
two guys.
Yeah. But yeah.
Anyway, it's not a South Park podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe next time. Let us know.
Yeah,
Should we make
what you want?
Save before South Parking.
Your
What's your favorite South Park game?
Oh no.
I'll tell you why it's bad.
Oh, you don't like those games?
Well, not okay. You know what? I'm wrong. The Ubisoft games are good.
Like the Stick of Truth.
I'm talking about those first couple of South Park games.
Yeah.
N64 one.
I was gonna say I like the Stick of Truth.
Yes, those games are fantastic.
Okay, cool.
You know what? Strike that whole thing I just said from the record. That whole I'll tell you why they're bad thing.
Yeah.
Other than that, what else?
Nothing. I guess we do like we usually do.
And that is
Save before quitting.
Hell yeah.
Please save before quitting.
Yeah.
Save before using your gamer towel.
Please.
Or save after, because I guess you had to wipe your hands on it. Save before quitting. We'll see you guys next time.
All right, bye.